The Fed counterfeits trillions of dollars and gives it to Wall Street and the bankers, but that's okay. But a black man gets accused of counterfeit $20 and he gets murdered by the freaking police. Well, think about what I just said. The central banker of America, the Fed, is printing money left and right. They're handing it over to the richest families in America. The other private member banks, all the way to the smaller banks, all the way to the richest families in America, like American Airlines, the casinos, etc. They're counterfeiting millions of dollars off of taxpayers' back because of inflation that we have to pay because they are printing out money. But a black man gets accused of counterfeiting $20. Accused. He wasn't even proven in court that it was even him that did it. He gets to get murdered on the streets by the police. That is something to really think about, because we can't have double standards. If people go to jail and get killed for counterfeit, then the same thing should happen to the Fed. They need to go to jail. They need to get killed for counterfeiting, because that's what they do. Central bankers, your average bank down the street is counterfeiting money. Whatever money you deposit into their account, they can fractional reserve, lend it 9 times, 10 times. Now they have rules and policies that don't even have a reserve. So it's the wild, wild west. Okay. And so in this sense, we should be able to, put the Fed into prison. We should be able to, punish these people. But it's not fair for, an average man to counterfeit. It's against the law. Then why can the Fed counterfeit and steal our life energy? Okay. And the other thing I want you to think about is that, the economy is collapsing, guys. I mean, people haven't been working. I'm the very first person that connected the dot here on my YouTube channel a couple of days ago for you guys, that people are not working and they don't have money. And this is a hard times because corporate America has been buying their own stocks, making look good, and then, eating the retirees' lunch money, eating the retail investors' lunch money. A great example is how everyone's investing in Hertz when they're filing for bankruptcy. So, the guys with the stocks are dumping it on retail people. And they're the ones that's getting stuck with the bags. And so we are getting so messed up in America. The dollar is failing. We're sanctioning everyone and their mama. We're tariffing everyone and their mama. We're trying to go to war with Iran, trying to go to war with China. We're just constantly a war machine. People are taxed out to the tap. People are totally in debt. States are totally in debt. Federal government is totally in debt. We're consuming more than we produce. And of course you're going to have civil unrest. Now what they want to do is take our rights away by pushing curfews, by pushing martial law. And I'm a constitutional guy. Nowhere in the Constitution says that your First Amendment or your Second Amendment can be, when it's convenient to the government, when it's between a certain type of curfew. Or it says you have the right to travel freely. No, it doesn't say that the government has the right to check your paperwork and make sure that, this is a certain time. What are we, high school kids? What are we, kids? Why do we need curfews? Why is Big Brother so strong and so big that tells every other adult with their kids when they can go out, when they can't? Doesn't that sound like a dictatorship? That doesn't sound like America. So what? There's protest, right? Well, government's having tyranny on its people, and the people are upset, right? So that says in the Constitution, right? So, the real problem is police brutality. The real problem is the Federal Reserve printing of money. The real problem is how a corporation has more value than a human being because they have a corporate papers. The real problem is that property has more value than an actual human life. The real problem is that, we pay merchants of death, millions and billions of dollars. We bomb people in third world countries that make less than $1 a day. And we're starving here in our own country. We have the worst school systems, and, at one time, America's a great country, and I still believe it is a great country, but we want to make sure we keep that. We're losing the petrodollar. We're losing the world reserve currency. We're massive printing money. And there's more stimulus check has to come out to ease the crowd, because in my book, at least 40% of all Americans are suffering from the shutdown and what have you. So more freedoms taken away, and I think this is a black smoke to confuse us of what's really happening, that government is overspending, that the central bankers are printing so much money, and to distract us from their mishaps, for their mispractices, for their misactions. And this is to put soldiers down every freaking street, like Afghanistan, like Iraq, and this is the greatest country ever, and we can't have martial law on every corner, whatever, because they did business wrong. The police brutality, racism, is, it needs to be fixed. We can't keep ignoring it. We can't take our freedoms away to fix that. That's like a dictatorship. That's like Hitler. That's like, the Khomeini of Iran. You don't want to live like that. This is what makes America great, guys. So the very first thing is that, we have to fix the market so they don't have to be rigged. We have to get rid of the Fed, because they're enslaving all of us. And we have to get back to our core principles, which is liberty, right? Free speech, free ability to move, not having central bankers, going back to gold and silver, or maybe even Bitcoin, right? To start being a producer versus a consumer. Anyways, guys, there's going to be tons of motivated sellers in this market. If you're interested in real estate, then download my free book at MrNoFluFF.com. There's no catch. If you want to work, with me and get all my advanced courses on how to buy houses 50 cents on a dollar, 60 cents on a dollar, or better yet, have the seller become your private lender, then consider joining my academy at MrNoFluff.com for $47 a month. And if you want to work one-on-one with me direct, then consider joining my profit sharing. It's $3,000 for 1 month of coaching, guys. And plus, you get $9,500 of advanced business tools you need to start this business. Thanks for watching, guys. Click the like button. Go to MrNoFluff.com, download my free book, and be your dreams.